are here today, and we are back with the fourth episode of the April Weekly Market Insight Series, which is coming directly from the Capital Markets Trading Desk at SunWest Mortgage Company. Thanks for joining me again, everybody. Look, thankfully, we had another consecutive week where we saw little movement in the markets, which is quite the change of pace for investors after the volatility over the past few months. Corporate earnings season is in full swing as traders are paying close attention to banks and their deposit levels following the recent mini crisis. So far this earnings season, about 16% of companies in the S&P 500 have reported results, with about 62% beating expectations. Investors also studied the latest assessment on the U.S. economy for clues on the path for interest rates. Traders are pricing in one more increase from the Federal Reserve next month. Treasury yields traded mixed and a gauge of the dollar gained. Meanwhile, the Fed said in its Beige Book survey that inflation is slowing as access to credit and the level of hiring are shrinking. They also referenced that the hope is to avoid a recession, but the rate hikes are indeed causing the U.S. economy to slow. So let's see what else is under the surface, shall we? All right, let's get into it. Oil fell as bullish impetus from OPEC production cuts faded against a weaker than expected demand picture. West Texas Intermediate dropped below $78 per barrel. Bitcoin's 2023 rebound has resumed after stalling around the closely watched $30,000 level, despite the latest U.S. crypto crackdown and a more sober assessment of the outlook for Federal Reserve monetary policy. New applications for U.S. unemployment insurance edged higher last week, while the number of those already receiving benefits jumped, indicating some softening in the labor market. Initial unemployment claims rose by 5,000 to 245,000 in the week ending April 15th. Continuing claims jumped to 1.87 million, the highest since November 2021. New York State manufacturing activity expanded unexpectedly in April for the first time in 5 months as new orders and shipments snapped back. The Federal Reserve Bank of New York's General Business Conditions Index jumped over 35 points to 10.8 this month, the strongest reading since July. Readings above zero indicate expansion. Let's move forward and see what's happening around the world, okay? As per a recent survey, the European Central Bank is set to deliver 3/4-point increases in interest rates in May, June, and July before ending the most aggressive bout of monetary tightening in its history. That would take the deposit rate to 3.75%, where it would stay throughout this year. China's better than predicted economic growth has offset global concerns about weak earnings and a possible recession. China's economy grew at the fastest pace in a year in the first quarter as its gross domestic product expanded 4.5% last quarter, beating economists' expectations. Wondering how the housing market is doing? Oh, well, let me just tell you. U.S. housing starts fell in March after a pullback in multifamily projects. Beginning home construction fell 0.8% to a 1.42 million annualized rate. Multifamily construction dropped 5.9%, while the single-family home building increased 2.7% to a 3-month high. Applications to build a proxy for future construction dropped 8.8% to an annualized rate of 1.41 million units due to fewer permits for multifamily projects. With the Federal Reserve set on taming inflation and potentially raising interest rates even higher, it's not clear when the housing market will manage to regain momentum. U.S. mortgage rates increased last week by the most in 2 months, denting already sluggish demand. The group's index of mortgage applications for home purchases dropped 10% the week ending April 14th, the steepest decline in 2 months. Applications to refinance decreased 6% from the previous week. Well, I hate to go, but that's it for this week. If you liked this video, please hit that like button, and to be notified every time we upload a new video, please subscribe. Your support of our channel is greatly appreciated. Stay updated with our news, and our trading desk will keep you informed with our pricing incentives. Oh, before I go, use Morgan.com. Have an awesome Friday, everyone, and an even better weekend. Buffy, out.